Hi, today I have another doll review. Today I will be showing you guys Isul White Rabbit from the Alice in Steampunk World collection. Now, this young man was a huge surprise to me in terms of how much I would like him when I got him. I knew that he came with beautiful, elaborate stock, and I was in love with it from the moment I saw it. And I also really loved his pink eyes, and I thought he looked really adorable, and I wanted a white rabbit to kick off my Alice portion of my collection. I'm thinking of it as like a sub collection within my collection. And it took me a while to get on board with Alice. I do like Alice in Wonderland, and I particularly like it since my daughter has acted in it. And so it holds a bit of a special place in my heart, the story does. I wanted to partake in the Alice phenomenon of the pull-up world and add a couple of Alice-themed dolls to my collection. So I do have a review for Dal Alice in Steampunk World. It's either the video before this one or the video right after this. So he was released in August of 2015. So there are a number of dolls in this collaboration. There are two Alices. There's a Dal and a pull-up. There's this Isul White Rabbit. There's also a pull-up Cheshire Cat and a Taiyang Dodo. And I don't know if there are other dolls in this collection or not, but those are the ones that I can think of off the top of my head. And so Isul is about the same size as a pull-up doll, but a boy, and so he is smaller than a Taiyang. This is my this is my third Isul in my collection, and I really like him. He's growing on me. The more I look at him, the more I like him. He's got this kind of hair that reminds me of Justin Bieber a little bit. Really adorable, hanging in his face kind of hairdo. Lovely. And he has quite noticeable shading on his face as well. So let's talk a little bit about his face up. He has these tiny little eyebrows that, you know, they do kind of disappear under his hair, so it doesn't quite matter. I find Isuls often have strange eyebrows. Like, I find those awfully tiny, but that's okay. He has elaborate lines drawn around the tops of his eyes, like kind of elaborate creasing, and some nice long painted eyelashes on the outside bottom, and another crease there, and a bit of a downward wing line there, and some nice dark eyeliner across the top and into the corner of his eye. His waterline is a really nice orangey pinky color. And he has shading in in this section between his eyes. He has quite noticeable shading under his lip and quite noticeable cheek blushing as well. So he's quite a shaded doll, and his shading is all in a lovely orangey color. He has upturned lips as well, which I think again softens his expression a little bit. See how that dark line in either of the corners just turns up ever so slightly. Otherwise, Isul can have quite a sad look to him because his mouth is a little bit pouty and downturned most of the time. And get a load of those beautiful pink eyes. They are flat eyes, like kind of the eyes where the lines are kind of like those plastic eye chips that have the lines drawn in. They're sort of part of the texture of the backside of the plastic eye chip. With nice big pupils. It's easy to pose a doll with big pupils because it's easier to get them to look like they're looking right into the camera. And his eyelids, like a pull-up, he can blink his eyes, and his eyelids are plain. They're not shaded, but they do have a line on them, like so they're lined with eyeliner. And what else to say about him? He has no earrings. So the Isul body is a standard body, so all the Isuls have the same body, but they have these interesting kneecaps, knee joints that are a little bit different than a pull-up knee. and his ankle does move as well. It doesn't look like it twists from side to side, but it does kind of move up and down. And he has bendable and posable arms as well. Oh, his arm is backwards in his sleeve there. There we go. Let's get him looking more normal. Oh, where is your elbow, Isul? There we go. So there he is. Now let's talk a little bit about his wig. Oh yes, so he is about 11.5 inches tall. Let's talk a little bit about his wig. I'm really impressed with his wig. It doesn't have any weird, there's nothing weird about it at all. It's quite nice. It's a nice texture. It feels good quality. It's not too shiny or anything. And it kind of has this center part in the top, and then these bangs. It has a natural part right here, like a side part. And then this little bit here's a little bit flippy, but that's okay. I kind of like it actually. And then these ends all kind of hug the back of his head and turn under. They're quite nice. Just a little bit of curl in the back just to add. It looks quite natural actually. And his eye mech shows a little bit in the back if you're not careful, so you just want to kind of try to arrange his hair so that it's mostly covered. Now let's talk about this stock, because talk about wow factor. He has this amazing coat with these wonderful tails. It is a hound's tooth with like a mustard yellow and black and some white as well. It's so nice. I absolutely love it. Nice, nicely tailored with the collar and the tails in the back. And then it has, the inside of it is this black and white check. Oh my goodness, he's so lovely. So, so nice. And this side, they both kind of like, both of the, is this called a lapel? Both of the lapels open and they're sewn down so that they'll stay that way. This one is opened a little bit more than that one, so it's a little bit asymmetrical. And also this one has a bow kind of right up here by his neck, and this one does not. So this coat is absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to take it off of him so that we can have a look at the rest of his outfit, because his outfit is quite exceptional. So he has this gorgeous shirt that has text all over it. Group safety and robbers, however little. So I don't know if it says anything in particular, but yeah, it might be cool if it was something from the book, but it might not be. So he has this beautiful shirt that seems like it has this vest built into it. Yeah, it does. So the vest and the shirt are all one piece. You get to see a little bit of what his body looks like there. And it has this yellow, again, that mustard yellow golden color, piping all the way around. And then this part here is all gathered up for this beautiful pleated look. And it's unfinished around the edges here to make it look just very distressed or vintage. There's also another ruffle right here and here, and that continues up here by where his tie is, and he has a ruffled collar as well all the way around his neck. Oh, how detailed and beautiful is that? So the vest has these two pieces of leather with the little grommets on them, and these are bigger, more solid grommets than the tiny little ones that are on the Dal outfit that I just reviewed. So his shirt actually closes with one of these, I don't know what those hooks are called, and it goes into this little thread right here. So, and the tie is like it's sewn into the shirt. And it's just made out of a little piece of ribbon that's been folded to look like a tie. It's really cute. And it picks up on the black and white checked pattern elsewhere in his outfit. Now hanging from his vest is this little tiny golden clock like a pocket watch type of a clock. It's very old and distressed looking, very grungy. His shirt does have cuffs, and there are a couple of little threads hanging from it that I will trim up after I'm finished this video. Now you may have seen when I had his shirt opened that he has these really cute checkered bloomers. They have a nice waistband and also nice cuffs around the thighs. They close with Velcro in the back, and they're nice and loose and puffy. And his shirt is asymmetrical in that this end hangs down further than this end for some added pretty details. Oh, White Rabbit, you're so awesome. So let's talk about his hat. So he comes with this hat that looks a little bit like a helmet. It has his rabbit ears, and they have a really soft, fluffy fur. It's a faux fur on one side, and then the other side has this faux leather with the gears printed onto it in gold, and then also some studs all around it. Those are the bigger studs, and then one metal gear added right here. The inside of the hat is lined in this beautiful checkered gingham type of pattern of black and white, although you don't really see it when it's on him. And then the flaps of his hat have more of that really pretty fur to give him a real furry look around his face. And it's held on with this faux leather strap. It's not the greatest quality, this leather strap, with a Velcro closure. So I'm going to put it on him, even though I absolutely love his hairdo and kind of would like to showcase his hairdo. He kind of doesn't look as much like a rabbit without his hat, right? So once he puts his hat on, he definitely has much more of a rabbity look. And I like one of his ears to be a little bit floppy and the other one to be kind of standing upright. I think he looks like a nice kind of forlorn. I think Isul always has this kind of forlorn look to him, so I think that's quite nice. And you know, you could totally attach that if you wanted to, but I'm not going to. I don't know if you'd attach it in the back or attach it under his neck, but I'm just going to let it hang and let gravity hold his hat on in place. He's so adorable. So I did not get his stand or his card or his box because I did buy him from the sample sale. So I'm just going to slip his socks on. The black on these socks might stain his feet or his legs, so if you're worried about that, you could color fast them. The stock outfits are famous for staining the dolls' bodies, so that's just something to keep in mind. He comes with these striped socks. One is like a navy blue and gray, and one is cream and black. Quite cute. They go up to just below his knees. And then in a turn of the unexpected, we have these gold and burgundy cowboy boots, which are quite wonderful in and of themselves. They're actually lovely. I am in love with these boots, but I'm not entirely sure that they go with a Isul White Rabbit theme. They're kind of unexpected and strange if you ask me, but that's how they look on him. And they're that kind of soft, pliable rubber material. They're quite nice. I think one of my pull-ups would like those boots quite a lot. So I was thinking that I might actually replace them with something else. I have some pull-up boots here that I thought might look okay, but they're a little bit too plain. And then I also have these, which are at least a little bit more elaborate. I'm not sure that the style goes, but it might go a little bit better. Yeah, I don't think those quite do it either, hey? So I think he looks kind of awesome in Bloody Red Hood's boots. I think he's kind of rocking those boots quite, they look quite nice. I mean, you know, they're kind of girl boots, but that's okay. I don't know. I'm just not sure if I like these boots that he came with. So we're going to put these ones on him for now and see. I might change my mind, but I'm also going to slouch down his socks a little bit. There we go. So I think this Isul is a wonderful Isul. I think he's great because he does have that softer facial expression. He has those beautiful, beautiful pink eyes. They're just so lovely. And his stock outfit is so elaborate and detailed and pretty, and it really fits with the theme. And I think that he makes a wonderful White Rabbit, but he also makes a really fantastic Isul that you could just dress into contemporary clothes or really with any theme, because he has this lovely wig that just would go so well in different themed outfits and with different looks. So here he is. He looks like such a cutie. He's just so nice in his lovely aviator hat with the rabbit ears. Aw, and I think he looks okay with Bloody Red Hood's boots, especially from the front where you can't see the chunky heels. I think he looks quite nice in them. So here is Isul White Rabbit on my shelf. I'm keeping him right beside Dal Alice in Steampunk World. He looks really sweet right there beside her. I think he's a wonderful Isul. He's a great Isul if you're collecting the Steampunk World Alice dolls, or even just as his own. He's just so handsome. I absolutely love his face up. He has beautiful pink eyes, and his stock outfit is so, so gorgeous. He is just so pretty. He's such a pretty doll. And, you know, without his hat, he doesn't look that much like a rabbit, so he does still have a steampunk worldy kind of look to him, but he's a beautiful doll. And you can get him at Pull-Up Style as well as JP Groove, and probably elsewhere as well, but I know you can get him at those two places. I don't think he's still in the sample sale. I think the sample sale is probably ending pretty soon. I think a lot of the dolls are sold out on that sale, but you can check it out and just see if he's still available. So if you have Isul White Rabbit, let me know what you think of him. Let me know what you're using him, if you've kept him in stock, or if you're customizing him, or if you've redressed him. I would love to hear how you're using him and how you think he adds to your collection. Take care and have a great dolly week.